some people treat other types of people. So I'm not saying you gotta hide yourself, but you've got to protect yourself in some way.
Okay, I will keep that in mind. Okay. So,
You know, I have heard, passing word of what I thought were folk tales of horsemen, but I can't say I've ever seen one before.
Yeah, that makes sense. We're a free-spirited folk, but there's not very many of us left. Especially none like me. I hadn't ever seen one that looked like me before. My dad, he thinks that maybe he's not actually my dad.
Oh.
So, what does that make you? Put, like, zebra?
I don't know. He never figured it out.
They are very pretty stripes.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't mind them so much anymore. It's nice to get out when it's interesting, because out here nobody says that I'm way too big, that I'm not graceful enough to use a bow. They're always just like, wow, you're big, I can't say mean things to you to your face. Which is better, I would say.
I suppose people don't seem to be tolerant of anything that they don't understand. Here of all places.
So if we stick together, then they're less likely to attack? I don't know.
That's true.
A whole bunch of weird people walking around together. I know if I were a human, I wouldn't want to go near that.
Yeah, they have I mean, folks can group up if in a town like that, especially if we like cause enough of a stir, they can group together, and we wouldn't really have much of a choice but to leave.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
I mean, look at the wars the humans lead. They lead it against whole types of people at a time. But I think we ought to be careful.
Okay.
I agree with that. I don't really have a good way to disguise if we were going that route.
I think you'll be more shock and awe. It's that these two, and I just nod at the tieflings, people just associate them with boogeymen and demons, and it could get not pretty for these kids.
I thought my
inclined to agree.
I thought my disguise was working really well.
I mean, Tavern Keep didn't notice. He noticed Lily.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the state of the world has had many people frightened over the past, I don't know how many years.
Well over 500.
I don't know about that long. I have not been around anywhere near that long. I'm more so referring to what happened 20 years ago.
Well, the humans wiped the elves out 500 years ago, so it all kind of humans and hobgoblins against elves and dwarfs, and then the dwarfs betrayed the humans, and then I don't know what happened, and now I know that the humans and the dwarfs are fighting the hobgoblins. Like, everyone turns on everyone, and it's just it's stupid, and it'll be funny to see if anyone knows much about the elven history.
It is funny. You always hear about those big hero groups, and they're incredibly diverse. They have just all sorts of folks. So clearly, people are strongest when they work with the big diversity. You know.
Okay.
People with different views on things. So I don't think I caught everybody's names. I'm Imran.
Yeah.
What? I'm Lily.
I'm Thanos.
I am Zilros Uanvalor.
Wait, are we doing introductions? Sorry, I've been trying to do some other stuff currently.
Yeah, just like a name introduction.
Oh, yes.
Actually doing some in-game RP.
So, Aquarius Fishonius. Or just Aquarius. You can call me Waterboy if you want.
You,
This one needs to vanish.
He loves his water.
This one needs to not vanish.
I can't say I've seen anybody like you either.
Yeah, we tend to stay in the water. It's a bit more comfortable for us.
Josh, have I seen any of these races before?
Well, the Triton wouldn't actually be too unnatural for you. They've long been a presence occasionally along the salt spray coast of this continent. Specifically, what they are sometimes gets a little confused, though, as even the elves didn't tend to care too much about the difference between things like Sahuagin and Triton and Merfolk, because one way or another, they either were violent or not violent, and they had to deal with them.
All right.
So
For tieflings, yeah, but very rarely. Centaurs, they've been on decline for a very long time. But, you know, it gets worse with any generation, supposedly.
Were they more populous then during my time?
They would have been more populous. They still would have been considered endangered, but back then it would have been like, okay, there's maybe like 4 packs of them roaming around the land. So, a little bit more likely to run into them maybe while traveling.
Oh, because they incurred the wrath of the DM god.
Yeah.
what?
It's just Centaurs are endangered in my setting specifically because of how frustrating they've been to try to work with as a DM in the past, despite being the one using them. Now they're more interesting. At least for me, they are now more interesting because of the change. And it gives me an excuse not to use them when I don't want to. But yeah.
Well.
And
I think I saw a tiny little friend somewhere in that whole fray. That was a lot.
Yeah, Forku would be trying to hide right now as he follows you guys.
So that's how that tool works. I thought it just moved the camera. It zooms too.
Jeez.
Nice.
That full face of Floraku.
It's a bit of an unnerving time to meet new people in the middle of battle. I just about turned my sword on the fiery-haired one, running up behind me in the heat of battle. But I guess we are stuck together, whether we like it or not.
It seems so.
I mean,
It'll be fun.
I don't guess we have to be, but it makes sense for us to try to stick and work together. Because we all know what happened, and I feel like trying to explain that we have a curse might be difficult. I think it's a curse. I don't know, actually, what exactly happened.
It sure looked like one.
Sure felt like one.
I can't say I've ever been cursed, so I don't know.
Yeah, I've mostly dealt with fairy magic before. Curses are a little unfamiliar for me.
Considering it's been some travel time, we'll assume gradual stuff. Along your travel, you start to feel like you're being watched. As you can see in the distance, little plumes of smoke. You're, well, not distant. You're fairly close to the city at this point.
Is everyone's screen just gray?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the void.
Got it.
We're in the void.
It's a blank map that I'm going to use, so if I need to quickly throw together fast maps, I can just do that.
Got it.
You know, somehow when I was picturing the city, I wasn't picturing so much, the smoke.
Yeah, that is not indicative of a good time, I would say.
I wouldn't say it's a large plume. To clarify, some people burn coal in their homes when they're wealthier.
Oh, like chimney smoke?
Yeah, there are a few.
Okay.
It's not a lot. You just see little bits.
Okay, I
We're
totally
not walking up on
misunderstood.
the city burning.
No.
Here I'm like, maybe they're just having a party. I don't know.
Yeah. Some of the larger buildings
Time
use...
to move on again.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's a holdover from the Empire. A lot of technology and knowledge has been lost because of the Empire's fall. Libraries burned. But there are a few things hold over, like heating larger homes with big coal chimneys and such.
Oh, okay. I have to apologize to you all. I have not been in a large city. I think I ever.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the only person.
Only ever been in the Elven Kingdoms.
I don't.
Woot, so we're all new to this whole city business?
It just sounds like in some way. Are there? Are there elven kingdoms that have popped up here, or are you from somewhere farther away?
I'm from here. There are no longer any Elven Kingdoms.
Oh,
I'm
right.
just gonna rub my neck very awkwardly and not say anything more than that.
Look,
Yeah.
communication is important, but so are boundaries. That's fine.
Yeah, Imran will just kind of look away and not say anything else.
I've
Kinda
known you
picking-
guys a day. We'll learn more eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah, that I understand.
So what? Do you guys want me to like get a cloak or something, just like my bro, or?
I mean, I think it's your call. You're going to be feeling the brunt of the repercussions, as it were.
Yeah, this is really all up to you, Lily.
I mean, I could just transform into a large dog, and that would be okay, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not within
can-
sight of the people.
You can.
You're
do
far
that.
enough away they can't see. I'm just setting
Yeah.
up a little
Okay,
bit.
so we're okay. I was like, "Ugh, if we're that close to guards, that might be really weird.
Oh, one moment.
Wait,
Yeah, I mean, just outside the city, just
wait, Lily, you can do what?
So there's like this thing where I feel like I'm like more animalistic than usual. I kind of picked it up in the forest. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I noticed that when I look at myself, I'm not a tiefling anymore. And I can just assume that it's, because that I'm like something else because the animals around me treat me different. So,
Awesome.
Okay.
I can summon the sword that killed me.
That sounds traumatizing.
A little bit.
you died a little bit.
Oh no, it's a little traumatizing. Yes, I died.
Oh,
But I'm okay now. I got better. Don't know why. Don't know how, but here I am.
how do you get better from dying?
I have no idea, but I have magic now.
Good for you. I have
Yep.
a little. I would assume it's magic too, but it's not. I don't know. I can make the earth tremble.
That's cool.
I saw that.
Yeah, it makes things fall down. It's fun.
Alright. So are you going to disguise, or what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, I'll transform into like a dog. Just kind of pat along.
Okay. One moment. I gotta. Okay, yeah, this will work. Oh,
Forku's gonna do the same.
you're dogging?
Yes.
I just
Okay.
got a bunch of dogs, man. There's a dog pack. It's fine.
Hey, maybe you're hunters.
I'm Faye. I would know what a pixie is, right?
Yeah, potentially.
Okay.
The question is, though, did we even see him? Or all of a sudden, is there just a second dog?
There's also a raven following you now.
A raven?
Maybe a dog that walks up. I mean, I could roll stealth. You do it that way?
Heck no, if a random dog just walks up, in any character I play, I'll just pet it.
Okay. Alright. You two, go hang out over here with your actual tokens. You are now dogs.
I kind of really wanted to be a double dog, but I'm just gonna go with the dog.
Wait, what is the raven?
A raven
Yeah.
is just hanging out over you.
Do I recognize this raven?
Negative.
All right.
But it is going to land on you.
Okay. Hello, little friend.
All right. You can see there's
I'm
a.
so confused. We went from one person turning into a dog, and now we've got 2 dogs and a raven. Who's the raven?
The raven, some pieces of bread.
You're offering it food?
Yes.
Oh, it will take.
All right.
Well,
Raven.
all right.
You can see at this point, getting closer to the gate, you can actually see, staying outside of the range so that you can take care of all your stuff. But when you're ready to approach, you can see that there's about 4 men in shotly armor and a single other fellow with kind of a hefty kind of book or ledger.
Any of you fancy talking?
I've been trained on how to talk to people. I will see how well that translates into talking to a bunch of guards.
All right, I'll assist you too.
I'll just walk up. And when they start talking, I'm just gonna sit down and just like wag my tail.
Alright. But you can move your tokens as you see fit.
Dog. Who can say no to a cute dog?
Right?
Yeah. Alright, I guess we'll just... Does it look like they're gonna stop us?
They kind of acknowledge your approach, but there's no immediate response.
Oh, right.
Also, once you get close enough, the raven will leave you. And then settle itself on the shoulder of the man with the ledger.
Oh, interesting. Alrighty.
Oh, is that your bird?
We'll take a moment. Stop. Before I answer any questions, I have to make sure that I follow proper procedure. You do not look familiar to these parts.
Indeed, we are not from around here. We've just heard tale of the big city and wished to come and see it. I suppose, each for our own reasons, but we group together.
All right. Well, welcome. You are at the gates of Boulder Dawn. We are a civilized people here, so we expect you to follow common law. If you do not, you will suffer the consequences. He will point to a kind of a dead tree a little bit of a ways away where there are a collection of bodies hanging from the branches.
All right.
Do
you know where I could requisition a copy of the common law?
Well, common law is quite simple. Do not steal, otherwise you will suffer consequences based off of the wealth and value of the goods. Do not draw your weapons while within the city. While you are welcome to keep them on your person for safety, do not draw them or you will be presumed attempted murder and will be executed.
Attacked?
If someone attacks you, witnesses will be able to identify. Otherwise, be wise and be safe. All people are subject to the law here.
But we can draw in self-defense.
You may. If, of course, you are assailed by a beast or a wild creature, your weapon is welcome to be drawn. But to draw a weapon upon a fellow person, that is against the law.
Understood. I don't think any of us have any intention of harming anybody while we're here.
Good.
Yeah, that all makes sense.
What's the governing body here?
Well, Within our city, one moment, I gotta get my notes out so I make sure I get this stuff right. Don't want to give misleading information after all. Currently, the governing body of our city is the governing duke, Alier Greenchest. He is currently out of town, however, and his matters are being handled by the master banker. If you seek... Well, actually, sorry. I'm a little new to the job myself. I have to go over something important. I need to know what is your business here. Are you seeking shelter for a temporary visit? Are you looking to be permanent residents? Are you... Judging by your apparel, you do not all seem to fit into any one particular field of work, as you don't look the part of farmers or bakers. Is it safe to assume you are sellswords, mercenaries, or the like?
Yes.
Very well. Because you are here on business, the Grand Banker has allowed you free passage into the town without having to pay the tithe. If you seek jobs, you can go to the Flaming Flower Tavern. It's the larger building at the center district along the main road. You just continue north toward the central structure of our local keep. Within there, you can find a man named the Guide. He will be the one to give you your jobs.
Sounds good to me.
Imran will kind of motion towards the tree. Is that honestly necessary here?
To maintain stability and order, the law must be enforced.
To such a degree?
It has always been to so.
So back
Keep
to
in
the
mind, this
original
is a
question.
medieval setting.
Are there currently bodies on there?
Oh, yeah. There's about
Back to the
3.
original question. Is that your bird?
This is not my bird. However, it is somewhat related to the last matter I must confer with you, which is actually someone within the town may be of value for you to see first. If you look down east, you will see a large kind of roof to a tower. Our city is home to a local resident wizard. He takes care of ailments and sicknesses, and as of such, it is important to visit with him if any of you are looking unwell. After all, it would appear one of you is afflicted with seemingly some kind of greening skin disease.
You talking
Just
about
how I am, dude.
Aquarius? You talking about Aquarius?
I would advise having your friend checked out. We wouldn't want any plague to spread.
He came like that.
I'm fairly certain that's just his natural skin.
It is a glorious hint or tone of skin. Thank you very much.
Either way, I highly recommend that you... And he kind of checks his book, and it is highly advised that you make a visit to the wizard in order to make sure that you are healthy enough to visit our city. And then he'll look up at you, clearly having read from a script.
I see. I assume this is some sort of procedure.
The raven will leave his shoulder and will rejoin our centaur.
And stay for the night. Taverns,
There's
barracks.
There is the Flaming Flower Inn. It is built in the side of the Flaming Flower Tavern. Speak with Mary. She's the owner of the establishment if you wish to have a room.
Understood.
Anyway, on such, once again, I must insist you visit our local wizard,
Yes.
and otherwise you are free to go about your business.
Do we go inside the wall to visit, or
The wizard's
simply-
tower is outside of town for the comfort of the local citizens.
All right. Suppose we'll be on our way then?
Yeah, sounds good to me. We'll go
Evil.
talk to the wizard.
He will nod. Pop, 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 pop. You should be able to actually select the raven as well when you move.
Oh, alrighty.
Yeah, I made it so token ownership is not strict. All right. Yep. Okay.
While walking over there, all right,
We do
So-
all want to go to the wizard tower, right?
we're gonna let him clear
Okay.
that Aquarius isn't actually diseased, but we're not gonna
Doesn't-
mention the brand to the first wizard we see, correct?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Perhaps we should have just gone in anyways.
My brand is not hidden.
That's true.
Yes, but you're
Mhm.
a big centaur, unless he does magic-y stuff and sees that it's somehow magical, but could just be a tattoo or a brand.
All right.
Let's go see a wizard and hopefully not have to, I'm sure it'll be fine. If they see if he sees their magic, we can simply just explain our situation.
I mean,
Yes.
hopefully.
If he brings it up.
As you approach toward the establishment of the tower along the river, you can see this tower seemingly almost gets taller. That whole mental mind game the brain does to a creature when you see something from far, closer. Oh, it's significantly tall, about 5-6 stories tall. Nice blue cap roof. And there at first seems to be no door.
How are we? What do we? Do we just wait here? Is that what's proper?
Is the raven still sitting on Thanos?
Yeah. You can actually see there is a knocker on a stone wall just on its own.
Oh yeah, I'll use it to knock.
All right. As you do, a door shifts into existence around the knocker, which then
All right.
opens on its own.
Do I fit?
You do. It seems to
Cool.
get bigger.
Sweet. Let's head on up then.
All right. Okay, as you enter in, Lily and Floriku, you are both suddenly people again.
Oh,
Oh yeah, the Forker doesn't go in.
You don't go in.
No, he stays outside.
The door will remain open.
He just like kind of sits down and doesn't go in.
I guess I see Lily panting, even though she's not a dog.
I was panting before we went in.
Okay.
Odd question. While they were dogs, and I don't know if anyone ever rolled over and let them rub their tummy, but I'm curious if the brand was still visible even when shapeshifted.
Oh, that is a good question.
That is a good question. The brand was not visible, but you could still feel it.
Lily, you're not a dog anymore. I think you should. Oh, does it wear off?
It does after about an hour, but that's really fast. We weren't talking that long, right? Like 15, 20 minutes tops, right?
I don't think
Your
it's been an
confusion
hour.
is a result of my actions.
I will look around, I guess, for who said that.
A kind of older human figure comes walking down the stairs. Standing
Hi.
before you, I slapped together this guy's art in an evening. Can I hit show? I can't remember all the details I went with on. But nope. That's fine. Alright. He'll kind of stand. He's a human man. Grayed beard and hair underneath kind of a small hat. He wears kind of a cloak. He has hanging from his neck a oddly marked iron medallion, which features kind of a circular design with then a triangle and a square, with a triangle inside the circle and then a square within the triangle.
And my brain is immediately confused.
Do I recognize that symbol?
That would be an Arcana check.
Okie dokie.
Arcana or history, actually.
I'd like to make a history.
It actually would still be possible for you. So yeah.
Let me find. Here we go. Oh, that's a. Oh, I have a +3 in history. That's fun. So that's 19 for me.
19. You recognize the symbol as the mark of the Alchemist's creed.
Interesting.
I'm sorry. Is your friend going to be joining us? He will gesture to the dog.
The dog?
Laura, you coming? Come here, boy. Come here.
I am
shakes
not
his head.
even.
You know
I'm
that?
not even aware that the dog is a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dog will shake its head.
Lily, do you know that dog?
I don't know. It just appeared.
You are
He
in
was with us.
a safe area. You are not in danger of me. Very well. Sorry, I must introduce myself. I am Merzel Evenstar. I'm the local resident wizard and practitioner of magic. I suspect the story of sickness and checkup seemed a little odd. I'm not always the most informative to the local gateman, because I don't want to surprise him. I actually sent my familiar to watch you.
You mean the bird?
Indeed, the exact same.
That makes sense.
It's a pretty bird.
I like to keep an eye out for travelers who are coming toward the town, primarily those who are practicers of magic.
Ooh, I can do a magic thing. It's cool.
Why?
Well, more to set to some things straight and somewhat to deal with some matters. Nothing too much, just gotta make sure that the ground is level. For one, I must express, it is important to acknowledge some safety concerns when spellcasters come into town. A rogue flame could set the entire city on fire. Every place, well, the greatest threat to a city is a fire. And we who practice magic can quite literally produce such flames at a whim. So I have to make sure that those who are entering the town are, shall we say, trustworthy.
Well, I don't know any magic.
No, I'm mostly concerned for, well, this one. And apparently, the,
I don't know if we're supposed to be seeing something, but when you said this one, I saw nothing.
this one.
Same.
Nothing's going on.
It doesn't show the pointer?
Nope.
No, and I don't see, if you put a token of that guy, I don't see him either.
He's not.
It's just us standing at the edge of the little map you had.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're all looking at an invisible man.
Yeah.
weird. I don't know what's up. Alright, let's see. You don't see my arrow flying by.
Nope.
Nope.
Nothing.
Let me see. You do see it
Yeah,
flying.
we do.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
still on the wrong map.
Are we supposed to be on a different map?
Yeah, I moved to a new map. And it was
Oh.
supposed to move you. But it did not. Let's try this again. Clear visible.
Ah, it's black.
There we go. Now it's
There we
working.
go. This one is of concern. And as I've
We don't-
overheard, also you.
You'll have to point which one that is again, because I'm not loaded.
Yeah, I'm still
Alright.
not loaded in.
Lily,
we're
he
loading.
points to Lily
There we are.
to describe.
Oh.
He points to Lily and he points to Zilros. And he will, sure. He will flick a light incantation. And target the dog. Does Dispel Magic work on Wild Shape? I would assume it does.
Does it?
I don't think it's technically a spell.
But it is magic. And we tend to
Yeah.
get a little flippy floppy with that stuff. It can be
Yeah.
detected by Detect Magic. Spell Magic only works on spells. That's weird. Okay, fine.
So technically it couldn't have turned Lily back either.
Technically, I guess so.
Well, unless his place is like an anti-magic.
Yeah, it could have been like a moonlight, whatever that spell is.
Sure, we'll just go with that.
I want them to not have it up anymore.
I'm sorry, important NPC needs to talk to players.
Ugh.
And it's the spellcasters who are the most relevant targets of the conversation.
You can just talk to the dog.
Well,
Oh.
in my many years of practice, I've seen the appreciation of magic rise and fall. As it is currently, the mood about we practitioners of magic is not exactly shining. And I have to make sure to cover my own self-interests. So, this is my warning. If I learn that you are using your magic to cause problems and ruining the reputation of spellcasters, I will seek you out and destroy you. Understood?
You seem to know a lot about magic.
I have
Can you
been...
tell me what I am?
Well, despite some of the difficulty, I can tell that you are not full elf, and half-elf, but I assume that is not what you're referring to.
No, I'm asking how I am alive and how I have magic now.
Well, I assume being alive is a result of your parents' actions. As for the
Oh my goodness.
acquirement of magic, you perhaps could have been born with it and merely not have come unto it until recently.
Okay, sir. I was born over 500 years ago. I died about 500 years ago. I lived about 27 years or 24 years before that. Randomly came back to life less than 2 weeks ago, and I have magic. I didn't have magic.
That is very peculiar.
I don't know why I'm here or why I have magic or what it will grow into or if it'll be dangerous.
He will make his way over to his library. Grab out a book and kind of look through it a little bit. Goes through another one. Then comes back. Oh. If you're certain that you have no bloodline of magic, then perhaps you were given this power by a more powerful being. There are
They do that without telling you?
Well, if it happened while you were dead, then when you passed back into life, you would have no recollection of your interaction.
And how do I know if I'm safe? I just find myself randomly doing stuff, and I'm like, oh, couldn't do that before.
Well, to be frank, you're not really safe. Magic is an incredibly dangerous thing. Of course, with some proper tutelage, you might be able to somewhat mitigate the risks to yourself. This is quite an odd and interesting. I have never heard of something like this happening before. Well, certainly I will have to look into something of this sort to try to understand more. I would assume that you must be of some sort of warlock or gifted. Have you heard any speakings or voices in your head?
Nope.
Well, then it would seem that whatever it is that is acting upon you is not yet interested in enforcing its will.
Okay. Well, there's my life story. And then I'm just going to move over and plop down on a chair.
Anyway. I mostly asked of your presence here so that I could make sure that we have things straight, that you understand the importance of keeping a good reputation in town with the use of magic, and that I will look out for my own best interests. I also do occasionally on the side work with some herbalism to provide tonics and cures for diseases, so if you are somehow afflicted, do not feel afraid to approach me. I can provide some support. Beyond that, I have my own library, and for those of you of magic, it has been a long time since I've had someone else who can practice spells to talk with, and I am willing to share what knowledge I have to a certain extent. Beyond that, well, I am a sage figure in these parts, and if you need any kind of wisdom or advice or knowledge, perhaps maybe even something to do with that curse that you were muttering about on your way here.
Yeah, I got cursed by an undead headless horseman. Maybe you could help me with that.
It would be most appreciated.
He will kind of just stand there. There's definitely kind of that twinge of like, I wasn't expecting that. Kind of, what? But he's practiced enough to keep his composure when dealing with weird stuff. Well, that is an interesting tale to hear. And it would...
He has to find some guy named Zanlan, Zanfer.
Salmon.
He didn't speak very well.
It's Xanrin. He said Traitor Xanrin.
Well, that does somewhat conform to Dullahan behavior. Perhaps, maybe, I can make an ask. I will provide what I know off my head and do a little research. If maybe, considering the sellsword-esque attire you have, maybe you can do something for me.
Yeah. What do you need done?
Nothing complicated. I just need some poisonous mucus collected. Wow, my thingy is not working. Some poisonous mucus collected from toads upriver. Normally I would go myself, but with this interesting information and possible trade, I can look into some of my books, see what I can find, and in exchange you can bring this material to me.
Alrighty. I don't know how to get mucus out of toads safely and humanely. Do you have any advice on that?
Well, make his way over and collect a few crystal glass vials. About 4 of them. He'll place them on the table. Well, the mucus is secreted from their skin. As for collecting it, you will simply need to scoop up some of the material. However, I would warn these creatures are carnivorous in nature.
How big
Also,
are these frogs?
they are fairly large
Okay.
for
They-
a frog.
Are we talking like size of your fist, or size of your arm, size of your head? Like,
Sizable.
Are they sedate when full, or do they keep hunting to get a stockpile? I got to get a little vibe on what we need to do here.
They may become a little ravenous when fed.
all people this unhelpful?
I'm sorry.
They get worse when they're fed?
They do try to stock up before sleeping.
I see.
Let's consider some of the details a little test-worthy. The distance isn't far enough for my familiar not to be of some use to me. I will be keeping an eye on you. It's a little bit of an assessment. That's all. And to make it clear that I can somewhat deliver on my side, I can provide a little information on the nature of a Dullahan.
Alrighty.
Now, you'll have to forgive me, but somehow my immediate trust of a person who I've just met and is offering up information just like this is... What do you want?
Fair enough. Simply put, we're in trying times and I want to make sure that I can trust you and that you can do well at the work. You are very clearly dressed as sellswords and warriors, and you said that you are here to do work of the sort. And should matters arise, you may be of use to me, and I want to make sure that you are trustworthy people to hire. I do apologize, and I'm trying to get over it, but when you spend a lot of time amongst courts and mages of various practices, you learn to be a little bit more closed off.
All right. Good luck with that. I'm gonna go talk to the poisonous toads.
Ooh, I'm gonna go too.
Before we leave, can I get a note or something telling your guards that my skin is completely natural and I don't have some stupid disease?
I can provide something that will grant you some measure of social immunity as a gesture of faith. He'll grab a few parchments.
Make an
He'll grab
insight check on this guy.
2, 3. Sure.
Like, is he trying to? Does he have some ulterior motive here? Is he trying to pull one over on us?
Give me an insight check.
That plus, I think. That's 16.
16. I mean, he's a little tricky to read somewhat, but you kind of get the way that he kind of moves about. He's definitely being very detail hidden. Sorry. I am struggling to be coherent right now, if I'll be honest.
Yeah, alright.
But, yeah, he's definitely being somewhat aloof on purpose.
I'm gonna snack Thanos before he takes off too much, and just before we get going immediately, should we maybe get a place in the town so if in case we come back late at night, we have somewhere to go?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
He will approach.
So it'll be like, it's what, like mid-afternoon right now, and we've got to travel to where the toads are?
Yeah. It's just a short distance up the river east of here. There's a bit of a basin of water. It's not that far of a journey. Like I said, normally I would take this trip on my own, but, well, opportunity knocks. Oh, also, you're going to need these. He will hand a parchment to you, and to you. These will not provide perfect protection, so I advise for Tiefling that you still cover your most egregious traits. After all, demons and devils are rightfully feared by the common folk, and it is hard to tell the difference between your half-blood state and the pure creature. As for you, yes, here is a writ to state that no, you are not sick.
Thank you very much.
I only have...
And centaurs and elves are fine?
Well, centaurs will probably gather attention, but not the most negative attention. And elves, well, your kind haven't been seen for some time, and I suspect you will be mostly fine off, as long as you don't cause problems for the people here.
I look at the dog. So are you on our side?
Okay.
The dog nods his head.
I mean, I've never been one to not trust a dog. I'll believe that.
Sounds good enough to me.
Just goes back and yells, thank you.
Let's go get a room for later.
Yeah.
All right.
I see blackness.
I'm gonna need like a quick moment to like clean my eyes out and get a little situated because apparently talking is kind of throwing me off for the moment. Sorry. I've been like hit by a wash of drowsy eye. I don't know what's wrong. Ugh.
I still find it funny that there's like a tiefling and like I was a dog at the moment, of course, but like the one who got the most like flack was was our Triton character.
I mean, to be fair, at first glance, I thought he was sick. So, and besides, Imran is actually disguised up.
Mm-hmm. Still find it funny. Like the guy doesn't even ask like Imran to take off his mask or anything like that. He's just like, yeah, whatever. But this guy with the green skin, something's wrong with him.
All right.
Yeah, it's funny.
Well, it's because that's what the wizard guy told them. That's how he made us come over here.
So you're heading into town to find the inn.
Yep.
All right. Well. Okay. Well, I can just kind of Voila, the inn. And I'm sorry, but yes, it is a fairly small space building.
I'm assuming
Well, this will be.
they're here, right?
Nope, that's the
Oh,
tavern.
that's the tavern. This is the inn here.
Thanos, do we need to find somewhere that's big enough for you?
It would help, but
Yeah, could go look for like where would be some place in town large enough?
look, you don't need to play around the bush. I can stay in a stable if I need to.
Yes, but that would be out. That would most likely be out of town, wouldn't it?
Near the front.
Oh. Well, all right then.
So we can go and take care of that if you guys want to get us rooms in the inn.
How much?
Anyone doubling up?
Well, I would assume that I'd probably stay with my bro.
I would assume that as well.
So I probably have a room on my own.
I was thinking.
And our dog?
He can stay with us too. It'll be a slumber party. It'll be fun.
And oddly, he's a very intelligent dog.
Very intelligent. He's such a good boy. Aren't you? I'm just gonna go up to him and just like smush his face.
Well,
Seems a bit kind of timid with that.
I think it's
he
pretty
lets
clear
you.
that he's not a dog.
I think he's. Sorry, what was that?
Who are you talking to?
Evan.
I just said, with like everything the wizard said and everything going on, I'm pretty sure it's pretty clear he's not a dog.
Yes, but I also have no idea who you are.
Yes, of course. I knew that. Definitely.
100%.
Well, this awkward, but he's just so darn cute. Smush his face again.
He seems timid about people touching him, but he lets you do it.
Sorry,
Thank you.
I'm battling
Okay.
drowsiness.
You need me to walk over there and like pat your face?
Well, like, give me a solid slap.
I can do that.
No, don't do that.
Well, I guess we go to try to find Thanos and Nin. Thanos?
Yeah. Thanos. I think kind of Thanos, but with an
that's-
eye.
Stable, I guess.
There's technically a stable set near the front gate, which, as working citizens of the town, new business, you're actually given free use of one of the stable, whatever they're called.
Stalls.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, and I will approach Mary.
All right. See if I'm awake enough to do this. Yeah, I might. I'm giving you guys forewarning. I might have to end the session just a little early today because I am apparently very wasted, despite not drinking. I'm just tired. Sorry. I'll try to do this.
Come on, bro. You can do it.
I'm gonna try.
On your female voice.
Welcome to the Flaming Flower Inn. It's too strong.
Hi, I need to get 3 rooms.
3 rooms. All right. Am I putting names on these, or are you remaining anonymous?
If you just want to put zeros on all 3, that'll be fine.
Very well. She'll kind of pen on her page. And... All right. Well.
How much does that
I
cost?
gotta do a little mental math. Okay, I gotta remember what the normal prices are. It's about, we're gonna say, with taking up 3 rooms, 3 silver.
All right, I will plop down 6 and just we'll take them for 2 nights.
All right. Thank you. I will the 3 rooms on the right side will be reserved.
Okay.
Here,
Real quick question: you say right side? Is that as if we were walking down the hall, or what
Yeah.
we see?
what you see on the map. Sorry.
Okay, so it'd be the left.
So
as
it
we
would be
walk down the hall.
the left side of the hall. Yeah, I'm just. Oh gosh.
All good.
I'm getting hit by my terrible sleep schedule suddenly.
All right, and is it open anytime to come in and out of our rooms? Do we have keys?
Yeah, you're welcome to come in and out whenever you need. The place does not have keys on the rooms.
So not safe to leave stuff in there.
No. And if you intend on bringing any company with you, you might want to put some kind of sign up. I can hand out a few if you need them.
I don't think that's necessary, but thank you.
If that is all that you need from me, then you're welcome to go to your rooms or continue on your business.
Indeed, thank you. We'll be returning tonight, and I will walk out.
To
Just
the
wait outside.
frogs.
You're welcome. All right. I
Has it
assume
been,
everybody.
has it been like an hour or 2 hours since the gate with the guards?
And the guards going to the building, you're getting close to an hour, yeah.
Okay, okay. Let's go with them then.
So, Thanos, do you want company here, or are you fine on your own?
I mean, I'll be fine. If someone wants to stay in the stable, then they can, but I don't blame you for not doing so.
Well, I'm more just wondering, if it's a good idea to have any of us alone with a creepy undead monster hanging
I
around.
totally forgot.
Well,
When you
even
entered the town, as you're kind of in the town, you notice there's something just a little different. The sensation of the mark is a little stronger inside the town limits. There's just this strange kind of throbbing almost, or pressure. That's the word I'm looking for.
But we don't know if that means we're hotter or colder.
No.
Well, I mean,
Ooh, I have an idea. Let's walk to the front of the gate, and if it hurts less, we'll know that we're getting colder.
But how do we know that hurting less is colder?
I don't know.
I think if it really is isolated to this town, then that tells me that Hurton is getting warmer because
We're near more people.
right, and onto the other side of town would theoretically be colder, right? If we got around to the other outside, so we can at least decide on that.
That makes sense. I guess we'll walk to the other side of town and see what happens.
Yeah.
All right. As you leave the city limits or get close to its edge, the sensation does wane.
How many people are nearby?
A crowd.
Okay. Are they like trotting around because we have a centaur, or is it just because
There are a number of people paying attention to the fact that there is a large red centaur walking around. Yeah, he is not going unnoticed.
Yeah,
Have we gotten Lily like a cloak and stuff yet, or?
I didn't think so.
Do you want to do? Yeah, you'll probably want to do something.
Yeah. I don't know.
The parchment he gave you just says that you are afflicted by a skin disease.
This piece of paper won't do crap.
It does note you are okay. The details is it basically says that you are suffering from some strange mutational skin disease, but it is not contagious.
I gotta just show everyone. Look, I'm not contagious, I swear. This piece of paper says
If I open the paper he gave me, does it say something similar?
It does.
Oh, on earth did he know? I guess the disguise kind of gives it away. Goodness. Okay.
I'm not gonna steal your souls, I swear.
The green guy's his message says that it is a strange that his skin is merely a strange reaction to sunlight.
Hey,
Yeah, makes sense.
let's go get you a cloak or something. I don't know. What would you like, Lily?
Something with a hood. Just a hood.
Yeah, but while we're in town, and like a big town like this, we might as well get something fancy, I suppose, for you.
Let's see.
What would you like?
I don't know. I mean, I've never shopped before.
Oh, yes. Suppose I don't have too much experience with it either. I just
kind of wore whatever the servants brought me, so
You would have seen during your travel that there are a number of like stalls of people selling various goods. The city is in kind of a half state where there's a lot of ramshackle buildings that are going to get torn down, but there's a lot of people here.
okay. I don't know. What do you think would look good? I guess. I don't know. I can't see myself, so I kind of have to
Oh.
go where you're I can pick.
Do I say your full title, Sir Aquarius Vishonius, or do I simply what do I call you?
Call me Aquarius, or Sir if you so desire.
I prefer
Green
not
boy.
to call you sir.
Call me Water Boy, Aquaman. I don't know.
I'll stick to Aquarius.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds like a star constellation.
You don't seem to have the absolute worst taste in fashion and stuff. What do you think?
My fashion is magnificent. Thank you for noticing. Yes, he is a narcissist.
Got me beat hands down.
Yeah, you seem to have a flair for dramatics as well. What do you think?
In my opinion, most anything that is blue or green is of the most beautiful hues.
I don't know if that's gonna compliment my black and white theme.
Nonsense. You just have to try it.
Okay, I'll try it, but I don't know if it's going to.
I guess blue can look good with black.
I like that my theme's also blue and green, so I am all for blue and green.
Oh,
what
do we have
kind of things do we see at the stalls?
Going on?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
We have to call ourselves the blue group now?
No, because we also got a big red and black centaur.
Oh, that's true.
Unless we put some sort of big blue cloak on him.
The black and red group. Okay, well, I guess. What is around, like clothing wise?
Yes, Josh, what do we see?
A number of kind of you've got some people selling like sackcloth clothing for real cheap, copper, 2 copper. Not comfortable stuff though. Some of the more fancier stuff is mostly like padded cotton coats, hoods. There are a handful of woven cloth scarves and cloaks. Most of them are brownish tinted white. The really expensive ones going for like anywhere from 5 silver to like a gold or more are the dyed fabrics, blues and reds, and those are fairly rare. There's only like 2 stalls selling that stuff.
Aquarius is going to beeline it to those, dragging them behind him
Okay.
as much as he can.
Okay.
There's the nearest stall selling such clothes is kind of a. Let me get a mental image. I don't got no token for this kind of guy, so. And I don't even have a map, so why bother? He's kind of a rotund kind of guy. He's got a kind of a bushy mustache, but completely clean shaven, kind of chubby chin. He is wearing multiple layers of his own dyed product. The design is a little different. He has a slightly different kind of tint to his skin tone compared to most of the other humans. It's a little bit darker. And he has kind of his hair kind of not well suitably kind of like shaved up, so there's just a little bit on the top, like a small layer of bush, but then it's shaved around. Real weird kind of looking guy. Come, get clothes from best places across the world. Ah, you know fashion. You want my fashion? Yes.
What is the best cloak that you have?
Ah, I have the greatest cloaks of them all, and none of them could truly be compared to each other. But this one is really good, and he will grab kind of a. I'm literally kind of just saying you went to the most expensive place, assuming that would literally be. Yeah. He grabs off kind of a blue kind of. He's gonna eyeball you, and then he's gonna grab a kind of a blue silk kind of cloak that has a little bit of kind of like a blockish kind of gold embroiderment. He's like, this comes from my homeland, very fine quality, best qualities you will ever find. You want this is what you want.
And why would I want that over your other wares?
Because it is the best one, it means a lot to me, and as such I see that you are a man of fashion, I am a man of fashion, so I am willing to part with it with you.
How much?
This?
Hold, Sir Aquarius.
Yes.
Um,
40 gold.
Oh,
I have to
40
feed
gold.
children. This is
Nonsense.
difficult.
I've been around. I know fashion. It's not 40 gold.
You
I don't really want a cloak though.
you besmirk my product. Fine. I will sell it to you for 35.
You said you don't want a cloak.
I was thinking more of just like a hood.
Oh, I have hoods.
Oh, okay. Bring it down in size. Okay.
We'll just throw
now
the
that's
silk
glorious.
cloak away. Once I play a Gornish fellow, I just suddenly wake up. Yeah, he just throws it over a kind of a wood kind of bar that's hanging over his stall.
Oh yes.
Special to me anyway.
Nope.
Needs to stay out of sun. See, it's kind of caught in the shade.
That is an insult to all things glorious.
Oh my god.
I have hoods. He will kind of fish out. Again, these are not so to clarify, most hoods you would be looking kind of medieval hoods would be very kind of close knit to your head. That's what most of the other stalls are selling. This one is a little bit more what you actually envision. Very loose fitting hood. It is made of kind of a thin fabric with a silk kind of outside. This one is red with kind of a kind of like a orangish kind of silk. Like this is quality product.
As if Aquarius will start to fill at it with his fishy fingers.
This bargain price, 30 gold.
30 gold.
At this point, Zilros is going to wander away and find a practical stall and just be like looking and filling just basic hoods.
Yeah.
That would be the best.
The common work kind of hoods are very close knit. Probably wouldn't fit really well on a tiefling head. You know, thick wool rolls over the head kind of thing. But there are a few loose cloth ones that can easily be bought for something like 2-3 silver, maybe even just like 5 or 8 copper if you're willing to go with something that's like made of sackcloth or such.
I'm looking for a higher end one of that type quality and just looking at it. Well, they still do that.
Yeah. You can find the higher quality ones are around, yeah, you're looking at a price of something like 5 silver.
I'm just standing nearby, shirtless, with just like some fur draped over my shoulders.
Yes, sounds very good.
I'm just like sitting there fidgeting, like I don't know what to do. I don't know how to tell him that I don't want like a super expensive high end one.
This is what you want.
No,
You're
nuts.
gonna just hand it.
I assume Aquarius is very into the conversation too, so I'm just going to go over to Lily and be like, come look at this one with me.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go with her.
I'm just going to stand looking at Aquarius and like mesmerized by this weird transaction.
Yeah, you can just hear kind of lightly calling in the background. That the gold? Yes?
No. I can buy things like this at home for 5 gold. Easy, easy.
5 gold, I would not be able to feed children. And just unless you actually want to buy the item, at which point we'll just do a chopped up version of bargaining.
I am very tempted, I can tell you that much.
Unless you actually want to go through with that. Yeah, Lily, you and Zilros can just.
You honestly said like a white hood, and I was like, yes, that's what I want. Just a white loose hood that can just fit on top. That's it.
Are any of the like cheaper ones like bleached out?
Yeah, I'll say you could probably find one of those. Yeah. The cheaper ones, if we drop the price down just a little bit, it's a tiny bit yellowed. Could be for like 3 silver.
What about one that's not yellowed?
Then you're looking at the 5.
5 silver?
Yeah.
Is this what you're looking for, child?
Yes. That would work perfectly.
I'm gonna buy that and go back over to watch the show.
Okay. I wish I could keep doing that. I need to actually call for a quick bathroom break because I do need to.
Oh, okay.
Good luck.
Bargaining the entire time. I've already found what I wanted.
Just remember, we're trying to get this to draw less eyes.
Yes.
It's not going to change how many people look at
I
Aquarius.
don't think we can draw less eyes with our group.
Yeah.
I guess
I mean,
pointed eyes. Like we'll definitely draw attention, but we don't want sole attention on just one specific person. It's a group effort, guys.
I just gotta know if Aquarius is still gonna buy that hood for himself, or just try to screw this guy over and negotiate down.
He is invested. Don't get him going.
I shouldn't have said anything about that shit.
Too late.
This is so.
You know, if this keeps up, Aquarius's job is going to personally stylize every single one of you.
Oh no.
But what does Aquarius think of my style?
He hasn't really taken the time to notice.
My elven styled blue and green chainmail armor.
You have to know if it doesn't come from Aquarius himself, he probably doesn't care. We are talking narcissist here.
Oh my goodness.
Like a bunch of old ripped blue and green shirts in my pack that I may have ripped on purpose so I could stop wearing them.
He's just bought you all these clothes over time.
Sad attempt. Sad attempts.
I don't.
We will find a perfect shirt for him.
I don't know if they would have like mirrors or anything. But one funny thing that you might find interesting is that Lily doesn't even bother looking in the mirror, or if there is a mirror, like looking at her reflection at all. She doesn't even bother. She's just like, this is the color I'm looking for, that's what I'm going for. It's interesting. Ooh. Anyway. Dun, 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 dun. So are you actually going to buy the hood, Aquarius?
We're gonna see if we can get him down low enough.
No, the real thing though, Lily, is will you give in when he buys it and tries to push it on you?
I will probably give in just because I'm a very, like, I guess, like,
Non-confrontational
person. I'm very influenced, I guess. And will probably take it, but hide it and never wear it.
He's gonna bug you about it though.
But see, she likes what I bought her more.
All right.
I have better fashion.
Mm-mm.
Sorry.
She's just not sure about the blue. See, her fashion is very like blacks, grays, and whites. So
What? You don't want silky, dark blue?
remember, Josh, she can't see herself. She doesn't know if it'll look good, so she doesn't bother.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah, Aquarius is invested, Josh, so he's gonna swindle this guy as much as he can.
All right, go ahead and give me persuasion.
That would be a 21.
21.
What?
All right.
I'm
I
gonna
will
take my
sell it to
persuasion
you
away.
for 25. I cannot do
20.
any lower.
25, man. 25. I have been around. I have seen how much 25 gold buys.
All right.
This is a simple
20. I will do 20. But my children will have to skip dinner for the next few days.
Oh, because feeding. How much do your children eat?
They are young, growing boys. They must eat much.
How many
Yes,
children do you have?
I have 3.
But that much gold to feed these children, are you in debt, sir? What is going on?
They need to grow on proper Gornish food. Are you buying product or not?
I am, if you can go to a reasonable price.
I will do 20. This is technically noble attire level clothes.
Yes, but that doesn't matter to Aquarius. He doesn't care if it's noble.
Well, I can do 20. That is the lowest I can go.
I have been around at 20. I will do 9 gold, and that is a generous offer.
Then you have no deal. I cannot do this deal.
Goodbye, sir. He's gonna storm away.
Notedly, noble attire is 25.
The part of me that wants to buy that and wear it now just to annoy Aquarius.
Every time.
I will absolutely give you money to do that just to annoy him.
Every time he's given
I have
price,
more
it's
than
the same
enough.
line.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
That is 20 gold to go into.
I can't believe you went in for what 30 gold hood. Got him to lower it to 20 and went and tried to get him to do it for 9. That's like more than a 90% discount.
It's like a 75, a little over 75.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gosh. Really
All right.
trying to swindle
Well,
this guy.
Having not purchased the item, the stage is yours, players.
I got my hood. I'm good.
Okay. As long as we're in this city, I want to go see if I can find any sort of shrine or temple to Freyla.
All right.
I, the player, don't know or where Freyla is accepted and where she's not.
Yeah. I gotta.
But she's one of the gods. Like what are they called?
They're the High Pantheon.
Yeah, should be fine.
All right. I'm gonna do something real quick because I haven't determined all this stuff sometimes.
So does anyone know how to wrangle toads?
Okay.
I know how to be a toad.
So there is one church built within this town. It is very clearly one of the older structures of this place. It's closer to the river bank and to the center of the town. And upon it is featured a large Triskelon, 3 spirals. It's the symbol of the Liberator, Thraknir.
Would I know how to like wrangle toads or Thanos's?
It's an animal handling check to do that.
I would like to do that.
You'll have to do that when you're dealing with the toads.
Do it.
Yeah, Imran's just going to. Is it open, or is it like all shut up and stuff?
I think. Right. At this time, it is currently closed.
Okay.
I mean, there's still people kind of moving about, coming near, but it doesn't seem to have very much light on the inside of the building and such.
All right. I would like to just find some random corner or something somewhere near this church, anyways,
Yeah.
and just draw somewhere a symbol of Freyla.
All right.
Which I don't remember what that is, but
the mark of Freyla is it's a lone white tree.
Like, yeah, I'll just put a tree symbol I'm familiar with somewhere nearby and just say, this is not much, but I hope in coming days that you will bless these people in some manner. I think they need a little bit more love in their life.
Stick.
Then I will go back to the group.
Okay. I did a doodle of the symbol.
Doodle.
Tree.
Nice.
Behold, master artist here.
Wow. You just put a circle over it, it would look like the symbol for Osiris. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything anybody else is doing? Or I guess more accurately,
other than going to find some toads that are carnivorous.
I look for toad traps and toad bait.
toad
I know
traps
how
and
to
toad
trap
bait.
toads.
All right.
I
We just need bait
well,
them.
me as a person, I know how to trap toads, but
Well, I don't.
I watched a video on it. It's
Interesting. I would watch said video if it weren't for the fact that it will not be useful knowledge to me after tonight.
That is true.
Toad traps. Well, I mean, you've got a collection of small animal traps and such that are commonplace for hunter types being sold for small amounts, 2, 3 silver. Most of the market here works on silver with a bit of copper in play.
I got like, what was that? Just went right over my head.
You can get small game traps for like 2 silver.
Ooh, I will do that.
Okay.
I have 5 silver. I can get rid of 2 of them. That leaves me with 3. It's a live trap. Just letting you know, I don't hurt animals.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Alright, let's go trap ourselves some toads. Toad trapping.
Okay, I hear no opposition to that
Did
action.
he give us any vials or anything, or do we
He
need
gave
to
you
get
4 crystal glass vials to be used to collect.
Yep.
And it has to be collected while they are alive.
Yes. Otherwise it dries up.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if I covered it. He was supposed to say that it can be collected shortly after they die, but the material, if they die, the material will dry quickly, but can be collected after or post-mortem. So, to be clear, it can be harvested after they're dead. It just has to be done quickly afterward.
Alrighty.
Okay. Setting off up the river from in the direction that you were directed to. I need to okay. Like he said, it's not that far away from the town. When you finally find kind of a point where the river has kind of pooled up and has kind of led to a slight muddy bog on the side, kind of a spot. There's a bit of a blockage in the water that's led to this buildup. And just a little marshy in these parts. This should be the area you're looking for. Now, let me go ahead and just bring you guys to my very, very, very hurriedly thrown together maps. Up.
Loading map void. I love the void.
I like, well, it's my blank canvas map.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, the stage is yours. It always
Alright.
is.
Do this thing. I'm going to see if I remember how to catch toads.
Don't have control over.
Right.
Yeah, we
I
can't select tokens.
You can't select your tokens.
Are they on the wrong layer?
Yeah, maybe
They are
they're-
on the wrong layer. They are now tokens again.
Yay, water.
Goes into water.
Swish.
Water.
the
The splash.
this
I'm going to do an animal handling check to see if I remember how to catch toads.
All right.
Woohoo. That would be a 19. Yes. Yes, 19.
19. All right. I do not know the details, so I will say that
Okay.
you have some idea of how you can kind of figure out where they are and how a toad, where a toad might be. You will have where they might be and how you might catch them. Figuring out. Yes, you know how
Yes.
to catch toads, and you gain an
Yay!
advantage on perception checks to spot them.
Sweet.
I don't have the words to speak in anymore without just okay, mechanics purely.
So I'd like to just grab my shield and then summon my flail.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to go and I'm going to look. I guess I'm going to more like listen to where there might be like toad chirps. Which I'm assuming is a perception check, right?
Correct.
Perception. Just gotta remember where it is. That would be a 15.
A 15.
Yes. Where do I hear the toads?
Okay.
No, point. Right there. Okay. Okay. So, oh no. Oh. Okay, so that. Okay. Like, okay, they're all over the place, but mostly at the edges. Okay. So, then. Oh goodness, they're all over the place. I'm going to sneak up with the trap. I guess that should be a stealth check too. Dang,
Yes.
I'm doing a lot of rolls. Stealthing check. It would be, oh gosh, a 9.
9.
I'm not very good at this stealthing.
Okay.
Let's see what I'm doing.
Oh shoot, I should have outlined it.
Can't tell the grid. The grid's not there.
You can hit Control G to show grid.
Oh, I am off grid. There we go. I was just gonna go up
Hold
over
on.
here.
I'm doing
And
something.
I was gonna go and dig a hole.
I gotta check on my grandpa.
He did the buzzer. Oh, it's always fun when he presses the buzzer. It's usually something like really just mundane, like I need help getting back into bed, or I just need you to grab me something. 'cause
False ring.
it's across the room.
Yeah, false ring.
That's what I thought.
Okay. I'm gonna
He's the man who cried wolf. One of these days he's going to ring the thing and we're gonna be like, oh, it's probably something stupid. And we'll go over and see him having a heart attack.
This area is that area of grass, this area of grass, this area of grass is actually muddy. It's just way too transparent to be completely visible. Those are difficult terrain areas.
Okay. All right.
If the line covers more than half if the line passes through the square, then it's also difficult terrain. That'll make it easier. All right. Okay, Lily.
Oh.
Guess what?
Yes. I did a dumb, didn't I? Question mark.
Yes. It's not showing here.
Backward question mark.
There we go. He's big.
That's a lot bigger than I thought.
That's a lot more than we were told about.
He said sizable. He said sizable. I was thinking like head, like as big as your head size, not like as big as 4 people put together. That's not what I was. This is not what I agreed to.
Flop, flop.
This is not what I agreed to. This is not what I agreed to.
Okay. Lunches come to the toad.
Bad toad. Very bad toad.
Very big toad. All right. Everybody give me D20 initiative rolls.
Some people get +2.
Which people?
The roll
Evan.
initiative button on the side doesn't quite fully work since not everybody has.
I'll figure out how to put in my stuff.
Evan gets it.
But for now, I think this is out.
I think only one person doesn't. Who has the highest initiative?
Do we have any dexterity characters?
I'm pretty dexterous.
Oh, then everybody but the dog gets the +2. So mine's 19.
Right. You do that, so then mine ends up just what it is, 16. Because I got a -2, but you gave me a +2.
How do we add it in, Josh?
You'll have to just give me the numbers. Sir
Okay.
Aquarius.
19.
19. Thanes?
It's
13.
it's
Yeah.
nice having a +7 to your initiative.
Imran?
Sounds
16.
All right. Zilros?
12.
Oh, I have Zilros on here twice. Remove that token. 1. Lily?
If I have the +2, it'd be 21. If not, it's just the 19.
Yeah, you have it.
Okay,
So
it'd be
21.
21.
Oh. Sort. All right. with that means Lee is first in initiative.
Right. I am backing up. Backing up majorly.
Difficult terrain.
That would be 15. No, 15. Thank you.
All right.
And I'm taking out my quarterstaff. Which does absolutely nothing. But whatever.
Okay. Sir
And that is
Aquarius Vicious.
Well, I will jump, mount, and then ready and attack. Just have my lance and shield out, I guess. Not much else to do.
All right. Okay.
So whoever's next.
Yeah, just doing a little something. There we go. Move this. There we go. All right. Imran.
Right. Going to simply just move to there. And then I'm going to go ahead, grab above my head, and pull out seemingly out of nowhere my glowing halo and throw it, and use my or connect myself to Thanos, whatever.
Thanos.
Thanos.
Halo.
Thanos. Okay. Then as my action, I'm going to. Sorry, I've just lost my character sheet. As an action, I'm just going to say, "Oh, Rayla, protect us!" And I'm going to cast Bright Strike.
That sounds good.
Right. Strike.
Yeah. However, instead of myself, because I can target somebody else with a spell of self, I'm going to target you just told me what it was. Thanos. Goodness, I am sorry.
This thing is, but it's an I, not an O.
Thanos. Okay. I'll do my best. Yeah, you have an extra 2d6 radiant damage to your attacks.
Cool.
And you have you also shine. You're also glow now.
Sweet.
You shine. Yeah, bright light 15 feet, dim light 15 feet.
Alrighty.
That's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Danny's.
Alrighty. We decided that you cannot charge through difficult terrain, right?
Yeah.
Right. All right. In that case, I'm going to use a dash action to go that far, the first 5, and then, 5, and then the rest of these are 10. And I suppose, yeah, I have to get there. I get there, and then I'll use my bonus action to do a hoof attack.
I'm
Alright.
gonna stab him too, because of
Attacks!
Oof.
Ooh. It's like
Alright.
a 23.
Sir Aquarius is going to hit.
That is an 11 for me.
11 will not hit.
That's
makes sense.
That's like 5 damage. 5 damage.
5 damage.
Alrighty. That was all my actions.
Okay, that's not working. That's fine. Five damage. Sophie. All right. I'm just quickly throwing in something. Okay, there we go. All right, Thanes, that's your turn over Zilros.
All right, I'm going to use my movement to get up to there, and then I'm going to cast a lightning lure. So I need a strength save from the Frog.
All right. Strength save, that is... All right. Doesn't look like it has any special bonus beyond that, so... That is... total 20.
All right, nothing happens then.
Okay.
Oh boy, we love cantrips.
Ribbit.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. Floriku. Dog mode. Although, actually, by this point, how long does that last?
He'll use the second thing, so it'll last a total of 2 hours.
Okay. Because I'm saying, like, all of going around the town and stuff and traveling, I was gonna say you're kind of getting close to like 2 hours. I'll say you have a bit of time left on it, but
he's probably gonna drop it during combat. Can I like defer my turn until after the toads?
You cannot delay turns in 5th edition.
Oh. Move there.
Muddy puppy.
And that's all for this turn.
Okay. Toads. Toad. Up.
So where that toad is, that's not difficult terrain?
No, they have they can swim through the muck.
Oh, so that's still difficult terrain.
Yeah. It's thicker water, technically.
Okay, I wasn't sure with the circled lines if the stuff in between was too.
Yeah. Fair enough. Up. It's a tastier, more viable snack up on top of the big horse thingy.
Excuse me, I am not here. I
You're-
do not exist.
You are on the horse. It is going to attempt to snap at the more edible meal.
Okay.
All right.
Oral is with me, little froggy.
Oh no.
That's an 8. You're fine. Okay. That's their turn. Lily.
How are we supposed to get the saliva off these things?
Oh shoot. Yeah, they're oozing some kind of stuff from their skin. They're very glossy.
Does everyone have a vial, or does just one person have the vials?
I think the question is, who took the vials? He put them on the table.
We didn't exactly say, but I would like to think that we passed them out to who was most likely to collect them. So I would think that Lily probably has one, and Zilros would have one, and I would have one, and Aquarius would have one.
All right,
That's what I was thinking. A lot of the front line for sure.
Yeah.
that works.
That's true.
Okay.
He says it has to be alive when we get it.
Well, it for a short time after it dies as well, is what they said.
Oh, okay. How long is a short time? Like seconds, or are we talking like a minute?
But you do not know.
Clear on that.
Oh, we could always kill one and find out. I don't really have much I can do without catching everyone else in it. Let's see. I guess I could do that. No. What is the sphere? Gosh, every time I get too close to the mic, it starts echoing.
Did you take your turn, Lily?
No, I haven't. Figure out. My computer is editing on me. Really annoying. I'm trying to figure out how a sphere works.
A sphere? If you go top left, there's a little paintbrush. And then next to the paintbrush is your templates.
Yes, and I'm not sure which one.
I believe it's the one with the green dot. Because that starts at the cross, which makes it a little easier to measure.
Oh, but this is way too big of a... Let me see. Okay, that's gonna catch people. Okay, I don't want to do that. I don't know how to get rid of that. Stop. That's just going to catch our friends in that, and I don't want to do that. Well, there's not much I really can do other than pulling out a vial and charging in, I guess. Okay, I guess that's what I'm gonna do. So let's see, it's 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna get right up in there and I'm gonna grab out the vial and I'm gonna try to scoop some of that saliva into it as quickly as I can.
Okay. You can do this carefully, which will require a dexterity check, or you can do it recklessly. There's quite a lot of mucus.
Carefully would probably be best.
Alright, then I will need you to make me a dexterity check. It's just 1d20 plus your dexterity mod. Sleight of Hand could be actually, Sleight of Hand. That's the skill you can use with this.
Okay. Oh, that's not good. That's the 6.
Okay. You scoop some of the stuff into it, but you also get some of the mucus on your hand, and it starts to seep in, and you get this kind of almost like an allergic burn sensation. And you take 10 poison damage.
Oh, no. Oh.
Rough.
Yeah, that took half of my hit points. would that have been that would have been an action, right?
That would have been an action, yes.
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
All right. Sir Aquarius.
Okay, just when I need to double check on something. Shouldn't take too long. Okay. We are. We'll just stab it first.
All right.
That's a 16.
16 will hit. Your
And
weapon
that's,
is
12 plus a 3, so 15.
Your weapon is reach. That's 15 damage.
Yeah. And then I will bonus action to give Thomas opportunity to attack.
And do that I shall.
It will be a +4 to your attack and damage roll.
Alrighty.
So you are not considered at reach. 13 plus
10, 23.
23 will hit.
Alrighty, so that's the bonus from the Bright Strike was 2d6, right?
Yeah, 2d6 radiant damage.
Alrighty, so
We'll do-
then...
This is Pump the Centaur.
Did I remember wrong?
So that and that. So 19 plus 8, 27.
27. Okay.
Beautiful.
So this is a melee weapon within 5 feet. So you killed the darn thing, but I need you to make me a dex save.
Alrighty. 21.
21. Okay. You managed to slash into it without getting the mucus to spray on you, which you can see from Lily seems to have some kind of almost acidic-like effect.
Alrighty.
All right, and he did. Croak. Okay,
That's my turn.
that is Sir Aquarius's turn. Imran.
Okay. This is difficult terrain.
Correct. All that is water or green will be considered difficult terrain.
Yeah. So I can get up to there. Let's see. I will.
Kind of like knee-high mud.
Okay. Yep. All right. I will move up to there, and then I will. I'll just shout out to Lily. Come over here and I'll help you out with that. And I will hold my action to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. So you're casting and holding Cure Wounds to heal her.
Yes.
Because if when it comes to 5th edition, you do have to basically have the spell concentrating to hold them.
Oh, you know what? You got a point. I can't do that, can I? Without dropping Bright Strike.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. I have my own kind of healing spells.
Cool. In that case, I'll just use my, I'll just project a barrier onto Thanos then. So 2d6 temp hit points.
Sweet.
4.
Cool. Thank you much.
All right. That's your turn, Imran?
Yep.
All right. Fannies.
Alrighty. What kind of action would it be to scoop some poison?
It is an action.
Action. Alright. I think my time is probably better spent dealing with the toads. Unless we're planning to run away from them so we don't have to kill the rest of them.
Murder.
Alright, I don't hear any qualms.
He has death in his eyes.
I'm gonna go diagonal a little bit. Yeah, that's 20 feet. That's 25. So 20, that would translate to 40. I can move there. And I'm going to swing my greatsword. That'll be a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Alrighty. That'll be the same as last time, I believe. So 21, except it's only plus 4. So 25 damage.
25 damage. Wow. Okay. And I need you to make a dex save.
Alrighty. That'll be a 7.
7. You managed to slash into it and splash the mucus onto yourself, taking 12 poison damage.
Alrighty.
All right.
So that'll translate to 8. Cool.
Okay. Zilros. Oh wait, actually, Thanes, is there anything else on your turn?
I mean, I don't really feel like I need to rage, but there's nothing pressing else to do today. Yeah, I'll bonus action rage.
Okay. Anyway, that's
Angry.
my lame noises aside. All right, now Zilros, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna do Fiendish Vigor. So I'm gonna give myself some hit points. Okay, so 7 extra hit points, and then I'm going to move to there.
All right.
That'll be my turn.
Oh. Alrighty. Floriku. Dagaku.
Okay. He's going to bonus action revert form.
Alright, let me go grab your actual... Oh, alright. Bye, dog.
By dog. He'll fly up 15 feet. Do that? Elevation. Yeah. Okay. And then let's see. He'll gather pixie dust in his hand and then calmly blow it towards this toad.
All right.
I'll find a area template. What is that?
That is... I don't know, but let's not bother with
Press
that.
the area template thing and it did this.
No. No, you want to go up to the top left, template tools, and draw one. It's safer that way.
Template tools. And
Yeah, there's the interaction tools, drawing tools, template tools.
Where was that again?
They're the circles at the top left.
Ah,
See where you've got like the eyeball and the fog? It's the middle one. And then it's going to provide you with a selection of templates. To my knowledge, most use the green circled ones. Make sense?
yeah. It's not exactly the correct size. It's supposed to be 20, but I couldn't make it exactly that. Perhaps I'm using the wrong.
Are you doing a
template.
square area?
There we go. I have drawn it.
All right.
Can you see any of the ones that I drew?
I can see them all, yeah.
Oh, I get. Okay, I get how that works now.
The learning commences.
Okay, that's what it is.
All right. What is this effect?
Sleep.
Okay. Roll those numbers. 15. The toad is not affected.
All right, that's all for my turn.
It wipes the sleep from its eyes.
Some rough D8 rolls there.
Yeah.
All right. That's your turn?
Yep.
All right. Toadies. I get to play. Whoop.
Hello.
All right. Zillaros. Let's see. 1d20. That's probably not going to hit you. That would be a 9 to hit.
No.
Yeah, okay. You're fine. This toad. There's still a good meal up there worth snapping at.
It's fine. He has a better AC than me.
Bop. Oh, wow. Yeah, 12 is not going to hit anybody, except the really squishies. All right. Toadies are done. Billy,
Yes.
like you got
So,
allergic action.
I'm going to step away and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself. Woo!
Woohoo.
Is 1d8. 5. 1d8. Or 2 hit points.
Yay!
Now I'm up to 12.
You feel the pain slightly subside.
And then I'm going to back away. I can only go 15 feet.
All right. Sir Aquarius Fishiness.
A pokey poke.
Poke, poke.
Mm.
No, that's not gonna. Or actually, no. Tell me what their total is.
Okay then. Evan, pokey poke.
Alright.
No, what's your total result on the roll?
Oh, that it's 9.
Okay, never mind.
Alright, so this will be with plus 10. 13.
13 will hit.
That will hit. Alright,
Yeah.
very good.
You're going at it, and instead of getting caught in the mucus, it goes right into the creature.
Alrighty. 16 plus 8, that is 24 damage.
24 damage. All right, give me a dex save.
That I can do. 20.
All right, you're good, and it's dead as you slash into it.
Sweet.
All right.
Yeah, that's my turn.
That is. I love the fact that you end your turn, and he was the one who was just attacking.
Yep, that's how I work.
Freaking warlord and scholar tactician can both do that, and it's crazy. Emeran.
All right.
Oh.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna. Nope, never mind. It takes a bonus action. Just take a bonus action from me. Sorry, I just need to see something really quick. Sorry, I'm just trying to see. I think. Okay, never mind. I was just curious if I could redistribute my halo as a bonus action, and I can. Like if I could take it back and redistribute it all in the same bonus action, and I can.
All right.
That will drop Bright Strike, but I want to protect party, so I'm just gonna, like, a little thread will take that halo off your head. You'll lose Bright Strike, and then I will toss that over to, Zilros.
I'll make do somehow.
And I will, I will project my barrier onto her, so that's 2d6. So 8 temporary hit points.
So I go up by 1.
It's just a little halo floating around the place, being thrown around like Tron's frisbee.
Yeah, I just already had 7 temporary hit points.
Shoot, okay. Sorry.
Oops.
Stronger now. By a point.
Well, yeah, alright. That's it for my turn.
Alright. Fannies.
Alrighty. This toad is dead. Let's see what my movement looks like. So 5. Well, that'll be 10. And then... Oh, I see it's using that. Alright, so 10. 30. That's 40. And then I'm out. Alright, so I have to dash to get over the toad. I would like for Aquarius to actually have a turn. So I'm just going to dash.
Does Aquarius
over
have a
here.
swimming speed?
Yes, I do.
If you have a swimming speed, once you're outside of the screen, you can ignore the difficult terrain of water. Aquarius,
True,
that
but
is.
All I have is a lance and a bow, so
Oh,
being on my feet.
oh, you have a bow?
20.
Yeah, I have a bow.
That's 40. Man.
Proper cavalryman here.
Yeah. I can get there.
I planned
Can
it.
I move over the dead toad?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So then I can
Just
move like that. And then I can make a hoof attack.
All right. Now I'm
that'll
gonna
be-
note
Mhm.
the dex save for melee attacks within 5 feet have been off the logic that the weapon's causing stuff to spray. Your hooves are your body. I
Alright.
can't rationalize allowing a save against direct physical contact.
Yeah, that's fair. But I don't really have anything else to do.
You could
But
gather the ooze off the guy you just killed.
yeah, but then I couldn't dash over here, and Aquarius wouldn't be able to take an action on his turn.
I'm fine if I
I
don't.
feel so subpar as a melee class with you here.
All right. I make a stop at this toad. Wait, I gotta gather my compatriots that were on me.
Gather your posse.
There you
I
go.
stop at this toad and I gather Mucus.
All right. That I can call for. Yeah, we're still in a combat, so there's still kind of the nervousness. So, are you going careful or reckless with that?
I'll go careful.
All right, give me a dex check. DC's a bit
Alrighty.
lower since you're consciously doing
18.
things. 18, you're fine. All right. You collect the vial. You notice that the mucus seems to already kind of be flaking on its more exposed parts of the body.
Interesting. All right. Well, that was my action, so I can't dash. So that's it.
All right, Zilros.
All right, I will do Hexblade's Curse
Oh,
on the thing. So just means I get my. Actually, no, not Hexblade's Curse. I will cast Hex,
extra damage.
and then I
And-
will swing at it.
I'm gonna have to create a state for that, but for now, I guess I'll just give it kind of like a purple halo. That's barely visible, but it'll have to do. 20 total.
20 total.
That will hit. All right. That's 13 total damage.
15 total.
15 total.
Did you have the radiant damage moved over to you, or?
No, I don't believe so.
No,
Okay.
it drops as soon as I move targets.
Ah, okay.
All right.
And a dex save?
And a dex save. As oily mucus sputters. So that's 12 total?
Yeah.
That is a failure. By 1 point, I'm sorry. 9 points of poison.
Which means I take 1 point after.
Fair
all the
enough, so
hit points.
we're all even here.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Floriku.
He flies over here.
Wee.
That's it.
That's all?
Yep.
Alright. Toad. Alright, let's see if I actually land any attacks this time, or... 15 to hit on Zilros.
No, not with the shield.
Okay. You're fine. Alright, that's Toad turn. Lily.
Sweet. How much I really can do really at all. So I'm just gonna cure myself again. Woo woo. Which I think I can still do, right?
Your third level, you should have at least 2 spell slots.
Yeah. I should be good. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's better. That is 5 points. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! That's 17. Okay, I'm good now.
That's your turn? Alright. So, Aquarius Vicinus.
That's is the mucus on? Is on? Nope, that's not it. Whatever it is, on that toad. Still good to.
It is drying rapidly. You might be able to get to some, though, still.
Okay.
They are fairly
I will
large
attempt.
creatures.
So it's just a dex save.
Yeah. You're kind of high up there on the horse,
That's not
man.
that one. There we go. Nope, I'm guessing a 7's not good enough.
A 7 is not good enough.
This time. No, we're good.
You're good. Well, that's 15 poison damage.
Okay.
I was very uncertain on whether I should categorize it as poison or acid, because it is poison, but it acts in an acidic manner.
That it does.
It has an effect on touch, so it's like...
It's poisonous to your skin.
So yeah, that's why I went with the allergic reaction sensation description. But yeah,
That will be my turn.
Alright, we got 3 vials. Alright, Imran. And Danny's next.
Just going to back up a little bit. And then, once again, project another barrier. And that's on to Zilros. So 7 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
But that's my turn.
Alright. Danny's. And Zilros, you're next.
let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. That will translate to 40. That is my move speed. I swing my sword. That is going to be 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Alrighty. That'll be 9 damage.
9 damage. All right. Slash.
Alrighty,
That
that'll be nat 20 on the deck save.
you are good.
Perfect.
That is my turn.
All right. Zilros.
Feeling like she has something to prove. I'm gonna cast Branding Smite. So next time I hit someone, and I'm gonna smack the toad.
Smack. Come on, high rollers. No.
No whammies, no whammies, no
That's 1 point too low.
Dang it.
All right, it goes for it. You feel magic flow through into your strike, and I just knocked something over. Oh, it's okay. It's fine. But alas, that rubbery hide. Okay. And with that, Floriku, you're up. The toad is nastily beaten up.
Yeah, he just kind of stays there. He doesn't really do anything.
What, the pocket white mage isn't gonna do anything?
No.
All right.
No. He doesn't. Yeah.
Toad is cornered.
Surrender, Toad.
My name is immortal.
Just do my typical. Action to disengage. Dives into the water. Starts swimming away. That is its turn. Lily.
I'm okay with this. Are we done?
We have one last flask, but as long as the toad on the right is good, then we are good.
Okay.
I mean, it was.
I think I will end my turn. I'm not gonna do anything this round.
Alright. Call out to the rest of the party. Are you gonna pursue?
I can try to do something if we want to stop him.
I don't really have a good reason to stop him.
With a quick glance to the one on the far right, is it still gleaming with its crap?
Yeah, this one is still shimmery at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, because it'll take me 2 turns to get there.
Yeah, if you hand me the vial, I can dash over there and hand it to Aquarius.
Yeah, that's true.
That doesn't work with the turn order, though.
But you don't
Yeah,
need
that's
to work in turn order if we're gonna ignore the last toad.
All
I
right.
vote no.
Yeah, if I can get over there in time, I'll hurry and go scoop some up.
All right. Yeah. Fleeing opponent has recognized that it is better to live than to eat death.
Not sure the wizard would like if we killed all of his supply of this, too.
I guess that's true.
That makes sense.
All right. I can.
Do I need to do a save at all?
When we are out of combat, because you can take the time to really pay attention to what you're doing, you do not.
Is there time to be taken before it all
Yeah.
dries?
Yeah, it's not like this one's kind of getting close to a point where it's useless, but there's still enough time you can kind of measure it out.
Okay.
The stuff closer to the water is obviously not drying up nearly as quickly, but is kind of seeping and kind of mixing with the water.
Fine, we got all 4 vials as long as we get that one. So we're good.
Yep, you're good.
I'll vote we just head on back.
All right. Well, let me just go ahead and tell Discord to shut up.
Shut up, Discord.
Get out of here, YouTube.
Chris will enjoy the water for a bit more.
Ah, it's muddy and cool.
Just like home.
All right, you gather the 4 vials. And, well, my brain is dead, so tell me what you do.
Well, it is late, so I'd say we just take it back to the wizard. And
Yeah.
I don't think we have much else to do today unless you have a lot more planned.
All right. Oh, good.
Works for me.
All right. So you're gonna go back to the wizard?
Yes.
All right. Whoop. All right. So, on your journey back to the wizard, which is not a far trek, you make it to the tower. The door is ready and waiting, open for you, and we'll pick up there next week when I can talk better.
When we have most of our people back.
Yeah.